got the time at about coming up on 3 o'clock now, 3 a.m. It's dark out. Just kind of exploring. Oh man, it's kind of nice just wandering the city when it's dark out like this. No one else out. You know what I mean? It's colder today. It's been cold for a little bit now, at least in certain hours. Let's see. There we go. And a puppy in the frame. Yeah, sometimes I wonder. It'll be interesting to see how pain treatment treats me. I'm going in, I guess tomorrow. It's late night Sunday, which will be interesting to see. A week of treatment, and then perhaps kind of heal the mind, body, and soul there. But oh goodness, what it is. Got no viewers. I really haven't had many viewers on the live stream. We got one time, right after I saved a dog. But I'm not gonna drop that. That's a damn good story. But yeah, I don't know. Live streaming is a kind of strange beast. It's like you gotta wait for somebody to hop in. If nobody's hopping in. I wonder if Twitch would be more, as the kids say, poppin'. I don't know. I hear that. Like, I don't know. You watch Ludwig YouTube propaganda. They fucking pay him to spew. Like the man admits he has a price. And I guess like we've seen Graham, Stefan, all these assholes, they all have a fucking price. So it's no big surprise. They told it to us. I don't know why anyone would be like, oh, what a fucking surprise. They said all they give a fuck about is money. And they fucked us over for our money? What a crazy. Like, it's funny that it had to get so ridiculous to fucking Scottish lordship. People are fucking retarded enough to think, oh yeah, I'm the king of Scotland, hello? I don't know what Scotland is, but I assume there's some sort of Duke or Duchess or some sort of something or other. Maybe that was kind of what that whole UK issue was about, who knows. But yeah, it's just kind of fucked. It's just fucked. Yeah. No, I do hope to see a world with oh, we're back. Yeah, I do kind of. I don't know. I do think that all these internet personalities, they have kind of showed their true colors when fucking asshole Jake Tran, and I don't even fault him honestly. The kid, he had a smart idea and he executed, but he built up this channel with fucking intriguing documentaries, and then what? I'm gonna outsource it to some fuckwads I don't care about. Like I've never heard of these people. Like I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna turn on my headphones. Yeah, I just don't get it outsourcing to these fuckwads. Like uh, it's the streaming world is very weird. But that whole Ludwig video I made where I don't know. After this whole deep fake porn and shit, like, I don't know, that's been all strange as well. That, like, there's this incestuous fantasies between a bunch of people all working together, but it's, it seems like there's just a culture where, like, all these people, hey, it's money at all costs. Like, you look at fucking Hey Big Mike, and it, it's, it's sad to see that, like, there's someone who, like, I don't know, I guess he's some random fuck from Ohio, like, so, but to dupe Logan Paul from fucking selling beanbags to being a multi-millionaire with, like, collateralizing your bullshit house with some pump and dump NFT art, like, I don't know, like, even trying to explain that to an adult human right now, like, anyone over the age of, anyone over the age of anything, like, no one should know this stuff, but it's very strange that all of these things are, like, real world, like, these are the people that children are looking up to. I watched that Moorcat, great chick, very great documentary. Like, I absolutely love watching her just break something down, and then she will break it down in a rap after, which is obviously pretty sick. But it's it is crazy to see all these oh, you need some privacy, all these grifters, and they just have made it so far, and, like, it took, like, stupid little things to pop it. Like, I don't know. That's what I was on. That Scottish land ownership thing. The fact that that had to be the thing that burst the bubble is so preposterous. Like, anyone who thought they were walking out of the situation with, like, Scottish land, like, that they even own land is preposterous. But for someone to think, oh, I own that land, and, like, wouldn't every fucking asshole in Scotland be Duke or Duchess or royalty or whatever the fuck? Like, I don't know. It seems kind of nebulous from the start, but then again, like, there's buy a star, you buy a dingleberry on a dog's asshole. I don't know. Like, people have tokenized. That fuck. I guess you can sell your first tweet. You can sell the meme of the little girl burning down the house or whatever. I don't know. It is crazy that these moments can be fucking captured and monetized. It's late stage capitalism at its greatest, I suppose. It's like commoditizing just nothingness. Trying to explain this to family members and be like, this is, like, not like a lot of it is a Ponzi scheme, but there are also, like, not Ponzi scheme parts of it, and that's, like, I don't know. That's the regular financial world. Like, if you looked at a bunch of the big banks, these zombie firms that just they drift along, and there's enough money in the market that's floating around. They have whatever rating, and clearly we've seen that everyone from Price Water Cooper to fucking any sort of the top five, and, like, they've all had some sort of scandal where they've said, like, oh yeah, Enron's cool, or oh yeah, this, that, like, all these things. McKinsey, that's I won't even get me started on that, because I will go on an unhinged rant about that. But it's they have their fingers all over it as well. It's just, I don't know what the solution is, but I do think that fairness and transparency, I don't know, like, I do, I admit I enjoyed watching Hassan, and I was actually, like, brain enough that I watched fucking Penguin 00 fucking Charlie for so long, like, up until recently, and, like, I looked into this whole Dark shout out to Dark Viper, like, completely on this, but seeing the whole world of how this React content, and Pinely as well, did great content both on this. And like I would even link that in the description. Like, that is so key to understanding this, that these React channels, they siphon off a finite number of impressions. I started on my back end. Now one of the first things, I don't even give a fuck about other thing. I want to see what the impressions, how much YouTube wanted to throw this shit out, and like if maybe a video overcame the odds and they really didn't give it many impressions, and that means that they didn't put it in a slot. Every time you click refresh, and I like being a YouTube addict, I know that you got all the slots filled up, and 100% of content, 100% of 100% will be allocated. All content, like, there are only these many slots, and content has to fit in those many slots. And so Pinely makes a fucking bomb-ass video, and then somebody throws Hassan's fucking face right over like a fucking asshole, and it's like, yeah, okay, that dude makes a ton of money, but forget about the money. That person's channel, they had the chance for other people to stumble, because clearly there's a hit like that hit an algorithm somewhere that was put in placement. It gave an impression. It sat it somewhere in the queue, because people don't go off of subscriber stuff anymore. People go off of what the algorithm feeds into our brain holes. Like, and you might refresh and you don't find something you're happy with, but all those slots are always going to 100% be filled by someone. And you'll sometimes see fucking videos where you're like, it keeps showing up, and you're like, YouTube, what the fuck? Like, clearly I scrolled past this earlier. I have no interest in this. Like, it's the problem with all of this, though, is that when you look at that whole YouTube screen, all those are filled up. That person taking that reaction, they not only, like, they took that kind of hit where the impression that, hey, let me give you a chance, and showed, oh, that one person liked it, but then the other people, they're probably watching it with their favorite streamer, and they're not gonna go. They might click over to it. A small percentage are gonna click over. Like, everyone showed a different conversion rate, but who knows? A small portion. Oh, little rabbit. Small portion convert over, but even if they do convert over, it's not all that useful, because they will come over, tap like, and like click out, and that's like, they might be there less than 15 seconds. That shows you have a shit video that's actually not all that interesting, and that it will derank. It will put you lower in the algorithm. Now, I think that these big streamers, like, I've noticed that my feed is constantly, and Hassan, and I know that Charlie's also spoken up on this, they both said that some of these people, like Hassan says, oh, the Hassan industrial clip combo, whatever, like, puppy, what do you need? The clip complex, and like, he doesn't have any control over it. But then you hear other streamers like, I could like strike down your fucking life, like, wait 2 days to post this, that, and other. It's like, so you do have some control over that shit, and like, you could clamp down on it. You just let these people make money, but at your, like, if somebody clips some shit that made you look shitty, like, I don't know, you have the option of shutting that down. And either way, all of these people are random ass fucks that aren't even you. They aren't even Pinely or fucking any of these other great content creators out there that put the effort in. They are just somebody who fucking clipped it and shipped it. What do we need, Otto? And so all they did was fucking watch us on stream and clip it. And so, like, what effort is that it's like yeah, there is something to like cutting out all the bullshit that he probably and like cutting out ad breaks and things like that. Whatever, I'm sure there's some value add. And like, but I would better assume that Hassan like makes some sort of streamlined process and like I don't know, it has some sort of controls that make sense. I don't know. All of this is just so unregulated and crazy, but these people with like very little clout, like they might like Hassan gets mentioned on Fox, like these people who are kind of like not they are culturally important, but they're like the biggest, they're Kardashians or something, and but yet they have this weird, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a fantasy life. It sounds pretty insane, but it's like this whole kind of deep fake porn thing. It kind of shows how insane it all is. I don't know. This is just streamers, and I think that it makes sense that they are able to, I don't know, the whole React thing, like I see all these channels and I saw a San thing today where it was San reacting to Nexpo under Fear of the Deep or some sort of bullshit. I don't know. It's not even something I really have that much interest in. But I saw Hassan was watching on there. I'm like, I'm gonna literally fucking go into Google search, pull up fucking Expo, get it, click it, and I watched 20 minutes of that bitch. Like I really, it wasn't even all that interesting to me, but I was like, I would rather, like I like Nexpo. I looked and it was like 2.6 before I ever made videos, like, and like I really am not making videos, but 107 subscribers. It's like I'm talking into the void, but I don't know. It's just crazy to me that these people and they are able to, I don't know, that this social influence is something so new that like no one's been able to speak to this many people this quickly and disseminate information to so many, especially young people. And so it's kind of hard to imagine. I don't know, it's just really strange. Life is strange sometimes, that registers, but I don't know. Oh my god. Well, like 10 dabs will do that to you. I know that I literally had like a point that I was circling like 10 times and like would loop around like right close to it. Like, fuck, get out of the vortex. Oh man, that's all right though. We're talking to nobody, just having fun. Getting you out with the puppy. But yeah, it was funny, that whole like Scottish Lancers and Scott Schaefer, like shout out to him for calling that out, especially like I was watching these and like I'd already like watched a lot of stuff that like I'm like kind of deconstructing a lot of these figures. Like Red Bar definitely is a huge eye-opener in that regard, in that he deconstructs the fools, the LA comedy scene, the Ethan and Ela dirtbag that were, it's like those were the legends of YouTube. I just remember fucking like getting high and watching an Ethan skit, and like honestly by the time he got to the whole the Mace Bro and shit, like it was kind of losing its charm and shit. But I was on an acid trip and I watched a bunch of videos and I was like, these are genuinely very funny. Like this is years ago when he was big, but I can't even stand to see the guy. And it's like he talk about low effort from reaction minute. Ethan is fucking sitting his fat ass down and quote unquote podcasting, which is like, oh, somebody writes up I don't know, fucking Booty Boy Dan over there. He writes up a little script, something for like a little formatting out. Here's Papa John's, bring up these racists, say the N-word shit, and then get into some more shit that makes him uncomfortable. Bill Burr, fucking, oh, how many brothers, sister, kids you have? Like what the fuck? Oh, why the fuck you need to know about Bill Burr's fucking family members? Like, and then like not knowing to drop it, but he could be someone who could genuinely, like, I think probably make a positive impact. Like, I don't know. It seems like that them two. I genuinely, I've never watched an episode of The Leftovers just because of how disgusting. First off, just having to see Ethan's fucking face, it disgusts me. But then to have Hassan sitting there, and then you put him in proportion with his giant shoulders and tiny ass head, which is goofy as fuck. Like, I've always think that people like fuck with it in like video thumbnails, and then it's like, no, that's a real. That's so funny, but. Yeah, I can't imagine The Leftovers. It's literally like, here's our shit pudding scraps. You fucking slop demons that consume all of Ethan's garbage. You can eat it up, and for him to act like it's not that he doesn't have a podcast network. Like, he had Frenemies on. Like, he had multiple other shows under his umbrella. Like, I don't know what else you would call Ethan. Like, and even like laughing at that, like the deep fake porn shit. Like, yeah, it's fucking funny. Watching her cry about it, what the fuck? Like, that's like, I cannot imagine in a world where like, I don't know, even with like a soundboard, anything that like I can crack up. Like, I can actually like, I will embarrass myself and I'll like crack a smile like when I am not, like, I don't want, I'm just trying to be straight faced. I'll like crack up, but for the fucking crack up at this shit, it's like the situation, like, I don't know if there's an absurdity to it, but the situation is absurdity to it, but past that's like, I don't know, her recounting just like how horrible this is. It's like, oh fuck, like, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me that like someone who went from like someone who put a lot of effort, took a lot of time, and like Hassan, like I imagine it working at the Young Turks, like he probably like busted his ass. Like Jank, who has respect for the guy, like I don't know, like he's fucking out there yelling at Roger Stone shit, like he's a fucking dork. But I don't know, it's just crazy to hit these people who like, okay, I can react or I can do a podcast, and it's like that's what honestly made me want to get into social media. I'm like, you can be literally retarded, like you can have 0 brain cells and you can do this. Like, wow, like I'm really stupid, like I actually probably could do this. That's crazy. Like these people, like and I don't know, I downloaded the OBS and things like that, but it's like setting up to react, and I don't know, I can't rule it out. Like it does look very fun to just fucking sit on your ass and like watch YouTube videos all day, considering that's what I do part of the time, like 99% of the time. So it's like that is my free time. I can relate, but and it would make like what, like you can monetize being a fucking bum and like throwing in like your little 2 cents. Like and honestly, like I agree with a lot of Hassan. I agree with a lot of Hassan's political takes. Like honestly, Hassan is probably only I would legitimately say like radicalized me to the left from like the nowhere and not giving a fuck. Like it's, and I'm like not, I don't agree with everything. Like I only mean it radicalized me. Like it kind of woke me up to systems of injustice, but then for Hassan to kind of, and there's no way for Hassan to pick up, to contribute to it with spewing out, like, this is literally something that we have nowhere else to put it. It's just like fucking garbage. And like to have like, oh yeah, I knew the Liver King was all the way up, like you had him on there and shit, like, and like he promoted his shit, and like he talks about it. Oh yeah, I was a fucking $1 billion man before this. I could have been wealthy and anonymous, but I chose to be in the limelight because I wanted to stop depression. And that's the same bullshit. Like, the dude had a 1-year plan. Honestly, like, it really makes me think, like, okay, I should go out and buy a bunch of steroids, and I should probably make a fucking 1-year plan. Like, fuck this channel, fuck you guys, like, and just fucking, like, I don't know, you just get geared out and, like, just work out a bunch, and then from there, what? You create this personality that's not you, that, I don't know, I'm, like, the 5G fucking tower, I don't know, Danny Gonzalez, I think one of the Mexicans, he did a great video, and it goes in, and like, he kind of, like, and the Liver King was happy to send him product, even though he was fucking shitting on it. And it was like the dude was saying, like, oh, Rogan, yeah, I love the Rogan, on Rogan's radar, like, him just bringing me up, like, it's like he called you a con man, like, that's, like, not exactly, like, the situation I want to be, like, my name brought up, you know, but, hey, the guy's like, I'm just happy to be brought up. Well, okay, like, but it shows what charlatan and hucksters, like, for everyone to be like, oh yeah, I totally, like, I knew that he was geared out, and like, like, but a bunch of people asked him, and like, then like ask him in private and stuff, and like he'd say no, and like, I don't know, it's just, well, like that whole ticking time bomb of the email is sitting in the inbox, just waiting to explode, and like it just happened to hope, like, he fucking deletes it. I don't know. It's the social media fame, the clout. It's all quite a bit. It seems like socialist Hassan and a genuinely talented Lahayim brother, like a genuinely talented person. He gives into temptation and sloth and says, no, I will fuck up and just fuck off and do zero work and just sit on a podcast where someone has already pre-watched and loaded up my opinions on some clips, and then I will every once in a while, like, still veer into edgy territory when you aren't edgy anymore. It's like, fuck, like, like, I would happily, like, the N-word, the F word, the G word, the D word, the L word, the K word, the D word, the F word, I don't know, like, all of them. And it's like, I'm happy to say them loud and proud, but it's that he says it with his chest, and then he goes, oh, it's a PewDiePie, and he seemed a little too comfortable. Like, yeah, like, I don't know, homie, like, you're a little too comfortable too. Like, and like, some hard R shit, like, and I don't know, for all these people to just, like, it seems like Ethan, maybe with this happening, this whole deep fake thing, like, I don't know, like, I genuinely don't know what his dick suckers, ever since Gokanaru, which, like, honestly, that would be the first evisceration of the YouTuber, I think, that really, that or Content Cop before, but Content Cop, I didn't give a fuck about any of those people already, so it was like eviscerating, like, fucking babies, because, like, okay, like, cool, like, I don't watch these people, like, these are fucking faggot stuff anyway, so, but it's, yeah, but to see something just get so ultimately, like, Gokanaru, like, somebody who just genuinely, like, he's a kid who he genuinely has a passion for filmmaking as well, and he's kept at it, and, like, I've actually went and, like, checked out his channel just because I'm, like, genuinely interesting in the guy, even, like, and the Hong Kong thing was cool. I don't know, there's been a couple of things where it's like, Gokanaru, he just fucking wrecked. And like people thought the other Keemstar and Content Cop and Rice Gum and all those fucking like all those destructions, like none of those people get into it. Like Tana fucking Mangu, like nobody gave a fuck about any of those people anyway. Like they were already like easy prey. But to have Ethan taken down, like to have Ethan taken down, that was tough because he was actually a content creator I watched actively and thought, oh, this is a talented guy. But he had us all fooled. And you know what? That's, I don't know. You live and you learn. But, and I came for the comedy skits. I left for the fucking stupidity after, but I don't know. It's just sad seeing him, and then to even see, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like all our heroes are dead, and there are no admiral people anymore and there are, but when you even turn on and it's like Narcos and Mindhunter and there's crime and drama and intrigue, and that's the shit I love, but it's very pessimistic. But pessimism is what sells. And Hassan, he can get up on his stream and shout his leftists and talking points and make sure that the good cause is upon us. But I don't know, I feel like this whole evisceration of him to round it all the way back around, like a fucking Psych Wars student, it's just, I don't know, to see him kind of get destroyed and see all these people who, it seems like they put in effort at one point and then realized, hey, like, zero effort. I'm like, just reaction. And your feed is filled up with, instead of that person's video, it's the reaction. It's like, they're competing for the same clicks, and it's these reactions, and certain reactions I think are amazing and fine and provide useful commentary, but it kind of there's just kind of a weird line of like, people are not, it's a direct market substitute. No one will ever watch that video, I think, unless it's so engaging and they really want to see the content again, but people aren't going to watch that video again. And so that channel inevitably suffers and withers out and dies. And that's an individual content creator who works hard and puts fucking all day at work and comes home and fucking works in their free time on videos when finally they might be able to afford an editor or whatever, and they spend all the money and they upstart, and then the streamer can just come in and just hoover up not only the views but the impressions and the likes and so they become this content aggregator where, well, I could watch Nextbo and I could watch Pinely and I could watch this guy and I could watch that guy and I could see all this content, or I could watch it all centralized on Hassan's Clips channel and all these Clips channel where they have the videos, and it's like, okay, well, Hassan's picked it out, so someone's fucking giving it the fucking night of approval that it's interesting enough to watch, even if Hassan doesn't do shit or doesn't say shit in it. So they post it, and it's like, I don't know, some things are meaningfully transformative. I don't know how much sitting and not pre-watching or doing any work we gotta, like, how much that, like, even maybe should be trimmed down for a Clips channel, but it's, I don't know, when it's really not being transformative and just being a substitute and draining small creators, and that small creator is then not going to get those impressions, those that person's hoovering up, and that person might quit content creation altogether. They might say, you know what, I give up. I can't, it's a endeavor. It's too costly, and I've had fucking Atrioc and Ludwig, and I've had this and that, and I've had all these guys reacting on the stream, but I haven't seen any benefits really tangible in the pockets, and so I can't do this anymore, and they shut up shop. And you have to imagine that that's happening all the time, that they literally are taking the best content and like maybe those best content creators, like they can take a little scoop off the top, and I don't know, some of them might, but others may not, and I don't think that's even really a matter that should be concerned with, because either way, no one should, like, I would think a socialist himself would think, hey, you know, my ice cream scoop, that's not socialism. Socialism, we're doing good stuff, that's someone just directly stealing from you, like, and it's kind of, I don't know, Office Space, Spider-Man is siphoning pennies from thousands of great minds, like literally taking little sense from all these, taking pennies from all these great creators that it could have been or are, but can't thrive, and they quit. And so I don't know. And even if it takes that little bit extra, I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of have to cut it back down to brass tacks. Like even that little extra capital, like that they would have, they would have to be able to make their videos a little more high production and keep going and growing their business. But these streamers, and they are just leeches. Podcasts, like it's I don't know, like honestly, that's where I was like, oh wow, content creation is literally just you and idiots talking. Like that seems fucking easy. Like I know a bunch of idiots. Like yeah, I'm an idiot. Like I know how to talk. Like sometimes, like clearly not all the time, but it's tough out there. It's hard to see. The rich get richer, poor get poorer, and the middle get poorer, and everyone really does get poorer except for the rich. And to benefit from that whole system, I don't know. And